How you doing, everyone? This is Neil Turbin. We're here at the Rock for Ronnie 2025 with the amazing and lovely Wendy Dio.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you, Wendy, for having all of us here.
Oh, you guys were amazing. You played fabulous, singing great.
Thank you so much.
It's great. We had a really good time. This is a great venue. This new venue is a great venue.
Yes, a beautiful time and great people like yourself.
Unbelievable people here today.
And all in celebration of Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie James Dio.
15 year of passing.
I bet Ronnie would have fun if he was here right now.
He was here. I'm sure he was here.
Well, I felt it on stage.
When we were up there was this morning when we were setting up, a little bluebird came and he just sat on the fence.
Well, that's beautiful.
Ronnie was here.
Yeah, Ronnie's influenced a lot of people. I interviewed about 10 people today, and it's quite a remarkable person.
He was a special person.
And we were talking earlier about Ronnie's first single. People don't know so much.
No.
Ronnie's first single was playing horns.
Yeah, he played the
in 1963 on a hit single.
The horn, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it? When my boyfriend's back.
Yeah.
The Angels.
Yeah, the Angels, yeah.
And I mean, like what a guy Ronnie is. He transcends time, like to have a career as a heavy metal icon and a rock icon. But I mean, this is when the Beatles were struggling to try to get going, and the Rolling Stones.
The Beatles changed Ronnie's whole career because he just decided that that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to bleed rock.
And he was, just so iconic. I mean, and such a trailblazer in what he did. Like
absolutely.
So I have a question for you, Wendy. I've asked everybody this kind of question because it's something I learned from, and I learn a lot more when I shut my mouth and I listen. So I'm going to listen and have you tell us about something iconic Ronnie said to you that was like it blew your mind, like, and just maybe as early on, like maybe early days. So is there something you can think of?
He always used to spend hours and hours and hours with his fans. And he said one day, that they will remember this forever. I don't remember who they are or whatever, but you should always be kind of remember that, this is why you have a house. This is why you've got what you've got, is because these fans did it, bought your records and supported you. And he always said you always need to spend time with them and thank them.
That's very, very deep and meaningful, and thank you for that, because it's good. It's good information for people to kind of think about.
He really cared about his fans, and that shows. I mean, he's been past 15 years, and we've still got 2.5 million people on our Facebook.
Well, congratulations on a wonderful Rock for Ronnie and 2025, and I
thank you
and I adore you. You're
coming and supporting me.
Thank you for having me. It's a great honor.
This is Bjorn Englen, and you're watching the Metal Voice.
So tell me about Ronnie James Dio. What does Ronnie James Dio mean to you? You're in the Dio Disciples.
Wonderful guy. I didn't really know Ronnie. I mean, I met him, but like I didn't know Ronnie. So I'm the only guy in the band who didn't know him. But he just, oh my God, I feel like I know him through my bandmates, and he's this wonderful guy, and we're like a family, and Wendy treats us like we're her sons, So.
A wonderful lady.
Yeah.
Total class.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to ask you have another band that you're also working with. You got Dio Disciples, but you also have another band that you just released an album and videos too, right?
Yep. It's called Soul Sign.
Soul Sign.
Soul Sign, yes, with Mark Bowles on vocals. That's been with Yngwie and Ted Nugent and Dokken before, and we got Rob Math, incredible guitar player from Leatherwolf, and the player Baby Come Back. And we also have Mike Cancino, an amazing drummer from the band Unita, and he was briefly with Lynch Mob as well. So.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's a great band, and we just, it's no egos, and we kind of really work really well together as a team. It's really cool.
What's the style and sound of the band for everybody from your perspective?
I'd say it's more organic, classic hard rock. No copy paste replace, no fake, no keyboards, one guitar, old school power trio with an incredible vocalist. So
you also sang with you didn't sing. You were playing bass with Yngwie Malmsteen.
I did, yeah.
For years.
For 5 years, yeah.
So what was that experience like? And was it different than playing Dio Disciples or or Soul Sign, or what would you say is different about that?
It was very different, and you walk into it, he's the boss, and it's cool. It's easy that way because you don't argue with him, and he was great to me, and I'm really grateful. I had a great time, a great band with Patrick and Ripper, and we had three different keyboard players when I was in the band, but all incredible, and it was an awesome time, really.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what's next with Soul Sign? You have a new album. You guys doing some shows?
Yeah, we're doing some shows. We got a couple of shows in SoCal coming up, and one in Corona at the Rockefellers on Thursday, May 21st, and we got one at the District in, I was going to say Upland, but it's in Redlands on the 22nd. So we're going to be local there with an opening band called the Alibis. Pretty good new upcoming band, so it's going to be exciting. Can't wait.
So any upcoming Dio Disciples tour dates? Anything on the radar?
We don't have anything right now. I wish I could say that we did, but it's in the works, and I'm sure something will come up here.
Well, you're playing today.
We are, yeah.
You did.
We did. It was awesome. It's always great to play with those guys, and it's Simon and Scott. Simon is just the most solid drummer you'll ever find. It's really safety net back there, because he'll let you know when the changes come.
Well, thank you so much, Bjorn Englen. It's a pleasure and honor to see you today.
Thank you.
The Rock for Ronnie 2025, and
thank you.
Looking forward to seeing the new Dio Disciples.
Thank you.
You're in the new Soul Sign.
Thank you.
And the band.
Yeah.
And anything else that you're up to, man? It's great to see you.
You too, man. Always.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey everybody, I'm Ricky Warwick, and you are watching The Metal Voice.
We're here with the amazing Ricky Warwick, the one that's from the Almighty, from Thin Lizzy. And you're with some other bands too, I think.
Black Star Riders, Ricky
Black
Warwick.
Star Riders.
Fighting Hearts. Yes.
Fighting Hearts. I mean, I'm trying to do my homework.
You're doing good.
Ricky, you're fucking amazing, man. It's great to see you.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here, as always.
Yeah, we tried to do an interview before, but someone didn't connect my mic. But this time it's connected.
No, we're good this time, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So what's cooking? You're here for Rock for Ronnie.
Here for Rock for Ronnie. This is about the 4th or 5th time I've been here. Always want to support Wendy, and it's obviously such a great cause. And yeah, it's always a good time. I'm looking forward to playing, doing a couple of songs, hanging out, seeing everybody, getting caught up.
Well, that's amazing, Ricky. And tell us what's happening with record releases that you might have. Is there anything with Thin Lizzy coming up? Is there any kind of direction there?
There's nothing going on with Thin Lizzy at the minute. Scott's busy doing his art, which is phenomenal. You get the chance, scottgorham.com. Check out Scott's art.
He's amazing, yes.
Brilliant. So he's busy with that. So Lizzie's kind of on a hiatus.
Got it.
I just put a solo record out.
Tell me about the solo record.
About 6 weeks ago, called Blood Ties.
That's the fifth band out of these bands that we talked about already.
Really?
Number 5.
Yeah. So
that's you.
Yeah.
You're solo.
Keith Nelson, who's playing with me today. Keith produced it.
Okay.
I got some great special guests on. I got Billy Duffy from The Cult.
Beautiful.
Got a duet with Lita Ford. I got Charlie Starr from Blackberry Smoke on there as well. So it's called Blood Ties. It's out everywhere.
Congrats, man.
And
then Black Star Riders, anything cooking there?
No, we're taking a bit of a break as well. We did a festival at the end of last year, but I've been real busy working on the solo stuff.
Okay.
And obviously my old band, The Almighty, are back doing some stuff as well again.
Yeah, so you're doing festival dates with Almighty?
We're doing a couple of festivals. We're doing 3 or 4 shows at the end of every year.
Great.
Over in the UK. And we just recorded a track as well, which people are going to hear pretty soon too. And so yeah.
And what about Fighting Hearts? What's happening?
Fighting Hearts is my solo touring band that I take out with me when I'm doing the solo shows.
Perfect. So we covered some bases.
We got them all
quickly
in 2 minutes.
And thank you so much, Ricky. It's
always good to see you, my man.
Any thoughts about Ronnie Dio? Like what he means to you and your influence? And
listen, Ronnie was unique, and it's like one of those things. It's such a distinctive voice, Every time Ronnie opened his mouth, you knew it was Ronnie. And he's such a pioneer for hard rock, heavy metal. There was nobody like him. There never will be anybody like him again. He's the dude.
This is Marten Andersson. You are watching The Metal Voice. Right there.
Looking at the amazing Marten Andersson, the one and only legendary bass player for Lita Ford. You also played with Steelheart and George Lynch, of course, for quite a while, and then also Lizzie Borden.
That's correct. Yeah.
And you also did the working for the Palos Verdes schools, right?
Yeah. Well, we have from Classical to Rock. It's a nonprofit charity, so it's really cool. Goes for music education, so it's trying to give back a little bit, And you were so thankful you came out and did the show with us, and we really appreciate that, man. So
it's my honor, and it's always a privilege to get to be on the same ground with you because you're a moving target, man. Where'd you just come from, and where are you off to next?
Well, we got a couple weeks off now, and then we hit Europe, and we're gone for like 3 months with Lita.
Oh, so you can go say hi to your cat for like 2 weeks.
I know.
Does she even remember you?
The cat or Lita?
Well, Lita doesn't remember you, but
I know. Yeah, no, it's him actually. But,
him.
yeah,
he's cute.
yeah, I got a little social media thing going for you people who don't know. But
What's his name?
Milo.
Milo the cat.
Milo the cat. That's exactly it.
Beautiful cat.
Yeah. So people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I made a drawing."
How are you? And how's Milo? Just tell us about Milo.
They just care, and they're like, "Oh, can you give this to Milo?" And give me cat treats and shit,
That's awesome.
But he's awesome too. But yeah, he gets a little pissed for a while, and then he's fine, So he's good. Yeah.
So how's your back and everything? I know you have.
Yeah. Back is all right. Yeah, it's got a rotator cuff. I'm falling apart. Fucking.
But you've been playing like a mad warrior on the
Yeah,
road.
it's just that travel. Just
How many shows have you done with Lita so far?
Hundreds and hundreds. We've been so busy,
Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, over the last 3 years,
And is there an album that you guys are working on?
Lita has a new record coming out, and it was recorded before I was in the picture, but it's just it's a great record. I heard it, so it's just hopefully we get that
great.
out, and I'm been slowly working on my own stuff, which Mr. Maestro over here was so thankful, and I got some great musicians, and we'll keep working on that, and I'll get it done. We'll get it out there soon, hopefully. But
So Martin, what does Ronnie James Dio mean to you? Have you toured with him at all?
I never toured with them, but I met him backstage at a festival many years ago in Germany, and he was so thankful, and he gave me a lot of good advice, and just stick with it, and be honest and truthful to yourself on where you want to be as a musician and a person and everything. So he's awesome. So, but of course we all grew up with him, of course, from Rainbow to the solo stuff, and I mean, it's just we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that man. So
no doubt.
So of course,
It's a good show.
when you get the calling like this, we show up, right? That's what we do,
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Martin.
Thank you, brother.
Great to see you, man. You're looking
Always.
great and ready to rock every
Right
moment.
back at you.
You're a rock warrior.
Hey, this is Mike Mangan, and you're watching The Metal Voice.
Yeah. Yes. Keyboard player for a number of bands, The Cult. He's also the player for keyboards for Michael Schenker Group on the last tour,
I played with Graham Bonnet recently.
and Graham Bonnet as well.
Yeah, well, it was Graham, and he was doing selections from Rainbow, Alcatraz, and Michael Schenker.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
So
all in
that's
the
where
set.
Michael-
That's where that came from.
Okay. So you're playing with Graham.
Yeah, I just did finish that tour.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. It was fun.
What's happening with Graham? Are you guys going back out soon?
I'm not sure yet. We're working on kind of what the next thing might be.
Okay. Any work on recorded music with Graham yet?
Perhaps.
Okay, good.
It's too early to say anything,
That's fine.
but perhaps.
Congratulations.
Perhaps.
So what's happening with The Cult? You guys have any plans on the horizon for some music recordings or any touring?
I am, I have a great relationship with those guys. I'm not playing with them currently.
Okay.
Because they go back and forth between having keys in the band.
Right.
So for their 40th anniversary.
Well, they're doing Southern Death Cult.
Yeah, they're doing Death Cult. And so they wanted to go back to the beginning, the
Okay.
second version of the band.
Well, that's all right. They'll get over it and come back and call the guy that needs
Yeah.
to be on the keys.
Yeah.
So what about Glenn Hughes? Have you toured with Glenn recently?
Yeah, I just went to Australia with Glenn at the end of last year, which was great. He kind of finished up his 10 years of doing the classic Deep Purple. It started in Australia and basically ended in Australia.
Wow.
So I got to do the United States and then go to Australia with him
That's amazing.
and finish that up with him.
And how about other stuff that you're working on? You also have a solo band, right?
I have lots of projects. I like doing weird stuff on the Hammond organ.
You have an organ band.
My favorite thing to do. A big organ trio, which
Big
I've had
organ
for years.
trio.
But I have a duo that I've been really working on writing songs for. It's organ and drums.
Okay.
Both of us sing, and it's a lot of Hammond, crazy Hammond
Nice.
tones, I get to explore. So kind of in the middle of really recording a bunch of stuff for that.
Got it.
Almost a full album written right now. Just trying to finish it up.
Right on. Yeah. So what does Ronnie James Dio mean to you?
Well, as a human being, what he went through, fighting cancer, I have people in my family that went through that. I have friends here that went through it. That's the most important thing. Amazing vocalist, but a lot of the Rainbow stuff as a keyboard player influenced me, just in general. So,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, certainly, and it's not easy keyboards either.
no, it's not, man. Highly creative. I just got done playing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, with Glenn, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. It's great to see you, and thanks for being here to support the Ronnie Rock for Ronnie 2025.
Hey, this is Doug Aldrich. You're watching The Metal Voice.
Yeah. The amazing Doug Aldrich from some amazing bands like Dio, like Whitesnake. And I love Lion. That was one of my favorite bands. So, and the Dead Daisies too. And you've been with them for a long time.
Yeah, about coming up on 10 years. It's been a while. Thanks for saying hi, and it's great to see you always. What's happening?
Doug, man, I love your tone, your playing. What is the thing that is important to you about your tone? Like keeping that tone, like you carry it forward. I mean, like you replace people like John Sykes because you're in Whitesnake, just being in the band.
Well, I mean, the most important thing is trying to just get something that inspires you. You know, I mean, I'm always chasing my tone still. It's still, I'm never 1,000% happy. So I'm always looking for, more headroom or more, something more open. But basically I need something to inspire me.
Are you playing Les Paul still?
Yeah.
Okay. You take them on the plane, like if they could get a seat, if they pay for it, right? You got to take your Les Paul.
I actually, it's getting harder and harder, but I've been lucky to able to carry them and put them in the overhead, or sometimes you can talk them into getting in the closet. One time, lately it's been hard, and they give me a hard time. And then I say, "Can I please speak to is it possible to speak to the pilot so I can see if I can get it?"
Wow.
And they're like, "No, you can't talk to the pilot." And then I walk on the plane, and the hostess or whoever says, "Hey, don't you have a guitar?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why didn't you bring it?" I'm like, "They wouldn't let me." The pilot would let you put it somewhere, but it's hard,
Well, thanks for sharing that good information for all the musicians out there.
You gotta beg, borrow, and beg.
Just don't come on to playing with a cello and you'll be all right, right? So tell me about your health. How are you doing? How are you healing up, man?
I'm great. I got a cancer on my tonsil and throat. Got tonsil removed. Got the nodes cut out, and it got some radiation. I'm 100%. So I'm just trying to get stronger back, but I feel great. I'm playing, so.
But I still hear your voice loud and clear, and you look great.
My singing hasn't gotten any better though, Neil.
Well, you hang out with some great singers. Maybe you can teach them guitar, and they'll trade.
They don't want me. Nobody wants me to sing.
Yeah, because then you'll be better than them at that too. So then you'll be like singing and playing, and you won't need them.
No, I need them. I love singers.
So what's happening with the Dead Daisies, man? You're out there rocking?
We got a blues album coming out.
Oh, wow.
In about a week and a half and 2 weeks. And we are doing dates. We got dates in Europe.
Fantastic.
So it's all good.
Well, that's great, Doug. It's great to see you, man. And
thanks.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Great to see you.
And looking forward to seeing you rock today for Ronnie.
Right on. Of course. Thank you, Ronnie.
Hi, I'm Doug Pinnick from King's X, and you're watching The Metal Voice.
Yeah!
Hello there, I'm Scott Warren from Dio and a bunch of other bands, but you're watching The Metal Voice.
This is Neil Turbin. You're watching The Metal Voice. We're here with the amazing Doug Pinnick and Simon Wright.
Fuck yeah.
King's X, AC/DC and Dio, and Queensryche and UFO, and I'm probably leaving some people out.
Come on.
I mean, this is a great interview right here because we got Doug and we got Simon. I'm here too, but you guys have got some history in this business.
The groove is strong in this moment.
The groove is strong. So tell me, Doug, what does Ronnie James Dio mean to you? You're here at Rock for Ronnie 2025.
First time I heard Ronnie sing was Long Live Rock and Roll, and I wanted to sound like him. And at that point, I followed him, got to know him, we toured with him. I love Wendy, and we're friends.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm a fan of his, and he's a fan of mine. Yeah. And what can you more do?
It makes sense.
And I am humbled because of it.
That's amazing.
True. He was. He loved your band. Your band are awesome, you know that? They are, though.
So
Check them out. King's X, for fuck's sake.
And we got Scott.
Oh, boss, Scott. Look at this. We got everybody.
What's happening, Scott? Great to see you, man. So tell us about Ronnie James Dio. This is Rock for Ronnie 2025. We're doing this interview for the Metal Voice.
Hey there, it means we're still alive.
It's what?
Well, that's all right. That's a good point.
Scott's just glad he's alive.
Well, we toured when King's X and Dio toured together. We used to watch them every night.
That was a great tour. We had some good nights that night. It was a great band, two great bands together there. It really worked.
I remember watching when you would play open for Dio. We were in Florida, Panama Beach, So we went to go see the show, and it was because it was that time, the grunge era, and they just broke out of it.
Awesome.
So, what can you guys tell me something?
Guess we're not in Romania anymore.
No. Can you guys tell me something that happened with Ronnie Dio, and something prophetic, like something that he told the band or that he told you guys that stuck with you, that's maybe everybody else doesn't know?
Said at one time it was like, if you need to count the bars in the song, you don't know it.
How about you, Scott?
He said on the bus at 3 a.m, guys, we're gonna change the song. All right, we're gonna try doing this. But we did it.
And that's no rehearsal, right? You had a
No rehearsal. We did that all the time.
What song was that? Do you remember?
I don't know. Everything. He always wanted to make it better.
Well, that's cool.
And he would have an idea, and he'd go, "Okay, guys, stop drinking.
Wow.
I'm over the table.
Let's get busy with business."
Yeah, and then we go like, "Oh my God, am I going to remember this tomorrow?" But
wow.
He did, and he didn't.
Wow.
He did it, and he got on stage and go, "What? That's what you wanted us to do."
Yeah. What was that? Yeah.
It was great. It was always great.
How about you, Doug? Do you remember any significant moments with Ronnie?
One moment I'll never forget. We every night I'd watch the show, every night on the side of the stage. And about the fourth show in, right when he walked off the stage, I said, "Dude, you are just flawless. You are amazing. Every night I cannot believe how amazing you are." I gushed on him. And he looked at me and said, "I have to. I'm singing in front of Doug Pinnick."
Yeah, he loved you.
That's true, man. It's true.
No, he loved you guys.
I just kind of fell on the floor and go, "Dude, if you only knew. Long live rock and roll.
That's amazing.
My life."
So, so Randy Rhoads, your brother is Randy Rhoads.
Yes, indeed.
Your family is the Randy Rhoads family.
Yep.
You're here at Rock for Ronnie 2025.
Always supported. It's awesome event. Always here.
And also you make the wine, the Randy Rhoads wine.
Yes, we do.
What's the vintage called? I mean the brand.
2000. Well, the last one was a 2021 tribute wine to Randy because he was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it's a special Rock and Roll Hall of Fame issue.
And that's so amazing that Randy got recognized by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Because they don't even recognize bands like Iron Maiden. So, but Randy deserved it a long time ago.
Yeah, he got it. I think Tom Morello had a little hand in that, and I appreciate that. But it's well deserved. Yeah.
So what was that like for you guys? I mean, what did that seem like? What was the?
We went there,
Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So proud. It was such a moment.
Congratulations to the
I
fans.
just wish my mom could have been there.
I'm sure.
So, but it was great.
Really an experience to go in.
Yeah.
Well,
and, they do it every year. They do it in a different location every 3 years. This happened to be at the Ohio venue. Everyone should go to the main museum.
They switch each year, like different New York, LA.
So it was really good.
So you guys were friends of Ronnie Dio and Wendy Dio.
No, we've gotten to know Wendy actually.
Oh, okay.
Like in the last how many years? Probably 10 years. And we support this every year on behalf of Randy Rhoads. We contribute, from his trust. And
It's a good cause.
we love Wendy. She's great.
She's a lovely person.
Come from us, and we've been to her house. She likes wine. We bring her wine, and it's all good.
So what's the, what does Ronnie James Dio mean to you guys? What is the influence or the, the impression since you've been around Wendy, you've been around Ronnie's family? I mean, everybody that's part of the Ronnie Dio camp.
He was an amazing singer, and his life was cut short too, tragically, like my brother's. But they were legends in their own right, and they're one in a million, and just everybody's here honoring, Ronnie, and I just think it's awesome and that she does this, for him.
Absolutely.
Huge impact.
Wonderful.
A huge impact in the world of music and rock and roll.
Yeah, and keeping the hard and heavy music alive too, because
Yeah. I mean, he was an amazing singer, and stood out, above a lot of them.
And he was Italian. I say, and he was Italian.
super Italian, a super paisan, right?
And Richard connected, yeah.
and he had the protection.
Yeah, I always do that special thing with Italian.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to see you, and thank you for supporting Rock for Ronnie and Ronnie James Dio 2025.
Oh,
And it's lovely to see you guys. As always, thank you.